I'm currently waiting on beta reader feedback for my book Red Skies, which I'm hoping is going to be my self-published debut. And I've come to realize waiting is a lot harder than writing the actual book, especially when waiting isn't just about the book. While I wait for my feedback to come back, I've been also living inside another one of my projects, the Black Lotus. I'm not exactly rewriting the whole thing, more so refreshing things. And there's also Prodigal Son. It is the follow-up novella to Red Skies, and it's there. It's waiting its turn. But it's Red Skies that's currently on my mind, and until that feedback is returned to me, I'm kind of in a liminal space. Today is Friday, January 16th, and the word that's been on my mind all morning has been suspension. Or there's two words actually, suspension and reflection. But I'll get into those words a little later. It is officially the new year. We're a couple of weeks into the new year, and I'm in a bit of a weird spot, both creatively and just like in my life in general. So I'm sure I've mentioned it on this channel a couple of times, but in case you weren't aware, I was recently studying at university to get my English literature degree, and I have been working towards this degree for a very, very long time. I graduated high school all the way back in 2018, and then I went straight to a 4-year university after high school from 2018 to 2021. During the pandemic, I took a pretty lengthy break from school. I didn't go back until 2024, and I just officially graduated as of today. My last day of class was back in December of 2025, but I officially got the email that I have been awarded my degree a couple of hours ago, actually. And hold on, I'm gonna try and find it on my phone and show it to you guys. Here it is. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll probably have to blur some important stuff out. It says, on behalf of the president, faculty, and staff of California State University, Dominguez Hills, the school that I graduated from, we would like to congratulate you on the completion of your degree. This email serves as official notification that your degree has been conferred and is included on your academic transcript. So I'm officially done. I had some drama with the end of my college career with a class that I needed to have fulfill one of my requirements, literally my last requirement for me to graduate. That went all the way down to the wire, and I'm just really glad that I got that done. But even though I'm graduated, I still feel a sense of suspension, which is why that's like one of the words that's been sticking in my head all morning. And what I mean by suspension is like, I kind of just feel like I'm floating. I'm trying to think of the word. I'm not in a stable place yet, because while I did just graduate, I just got a degree from a 4-year university. I am entering one of the toughest job markets America has ever seen, I think, especially as an English major. So yeah, that's a little scary. I'm not quite sure how long it's going to take me to get employment, if I'm going to even be able to get employment in something that I want to do. I currently do work part-time, but that I work a warehouse job. It's, physical manual labor, so it's not something I want to be doing long-term, but I'm grateful to be employed. But yeah, I kind of just feel like I'm in a suspended state. Like I'm kind of just hanging in nothingness, trying to figure out my next direction, because not only, with the school stuff and trying to find a job, but like I also finished Red Skies, my hopefully self-publishing debut that I hope to self-publish by the end of this year, 2026. I finished that back in December, and I have sent the current draft to the 5 beta readers that I selected. So I can't really do anything regarding that until I get that feedback back. So I'm kind of just waiting. Again, I'm just suspended, waiting for that feedback. I already got some feedback from one of my betas, but still waiting on all 5 before I can go back in and do, a comprehensive edit before I go ahead and hire some developmental editors and line editors, copy, whatever, all the stuff. Or maybe if you don't, I'll be doing videos in the future that'll go down my publishing journey. But yeah, I can't really touch Red Skies at the moment, so I kind of don't know what to do. I've got 2 projects that I've been working on in the background. Prodigal Son, which I've talked about in a previous vlog, but it is basically just a little short story novella type thing that takes place right after the events of Red Skies. It features one of the antagonists from that book. I'm kind of just working on that whenever I feel some inspiration. I'm on chapter 4 at the moment of a planned 10, I think 8 to 10 chapters it's going to be. So it's not very long, but I'm only really working on it when I feel like a burst of, energy or a burst of inspiration to work on that. And I feel like for that project specifically, I kind of need to be in like a darker headspace. I'm not going to say I'm a method writer, or like how like there's method actors, but like this kind of book, or I guess it's not even a full book, this kind of story needs me to get into this character's head, which is not a very nice place to be for him. I only really feel compelled to write this in certain moments, and I haven't touched it in a couple of weeks. I think in like 2 weeks I haven't touched it. So yeah, I got that project, and I'm also working on the Black Lotus, which is the first book in my dark fantasy urban fantasy series called the Eldenarian Artifacts, and I've actually been really enjoying working on that while I wait for everything to come back with Red Skies. Been doing a lot of work on that behind the scenes. Also, you kind of revamping the chapters, cleaning up some prose here and there, doing some world building stuff. But still, even with that, I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do with the Black Lotus. Oops, I just kicked my camera. I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do with the Black Lotus because I'm focusing on Red Skies to self-publish. I've never published anything before, so I'm not quite sure how long it's going to take. I gave myself the goal of by the end of the year, but maybe since I'm self-publishing, things can go a little faster than that, and maybe I can publish the Black Lotus next. Who knows? Like I'm really not sure which direction to head towards. So that's why I've been feeling like in a suspended state of animation, I guess. And the other word that I picked up on today was reflection, because I've just been really reflecting on a lot of things, specifically with me finishing college and just reflecting on the journey it took for me to get there. Because from 2018 to 2025, that's 7 years. I was supposed to graduate in 4 years, and I've really just been kind of beating myself up for it, I guess, like not finishing in the time that I thought I was supposed to finish, and watching all my peers and stuff go on and do great things. And sometimes I just feel like because it took me so long, I'm behind, and I'm never gonna get to where I thought I was supposed to be or where I think I should be. And I'm trying to get out of that mindset. I'm trying to just reflect and actually congratulate myself for what I was able to do, because not everyone graduates college and not everyone goes. And I think I accomplished something pretty big by going. I'm one of the first people in my immediate family to graduate college. Like my mom went to college and my dad went to college, but I didn't grow up with my dad. And I grew up with my mom, and no one else in like my family on either side really went to college. I remember growing up having a lot of pressure from like relatives, not really pressure, but like people would like look at me and they would see me as like, the smart one in the family. Like he's going to go on and do the things that the rest of us couldn't do. And, growing up, I feel like I maybe internalized a lot of that message and put a lot of pressure on myself. And when I wasn't able to live up to the standard that I created for myself and that other people inadvertently created for myself as well, I kind of felt really bad about myself and about my perceived failings. I'm working on trying to reframe that mindset and just actually take a moment to reflect and give myself some credit for what I was able to do. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about for right now. Like I said, it's Friday, end of the week. I don't have to work 6 days a week anymore because holiday period's over. So I think I'm gonna do some writing. Not sure which project I'm going to work on. Maybe I'll do Prodigal Son. Maybe I'll do the Black Lotus. I kind of think I want to hold off on the Black Lotus because I'm actually kind of stuck with this current plot point where I need to sharpen the journey that my characters are taking in Act 1. Because at the current moment, you know what? I'll probably get into this in another clip. But yeah, I'll probably hold off on that and maybe work on a chapter or two of Prodigal Son. But yeah, thanks for sitting here and yapping with me. And let's roll the time lapse. New angle unlocked. I'm actually gonna see if I can actually drive and talk to you guys without the camera falling. I don't have this on a mount or anything. It's kind of just here. Actually, I'm not gonna do that because I can already see it now. I'm gonna hit the brakes and the camera's gonna fly off the damn dashboard. So I'm actually gonna record this clip right here before I drive off and go to where I'm going. It's a couple days since the last time, you know, I sat down in front of the camera and said anything. I think I left you guys off with saying that I was gonna work on some chapters of Prodigal Son. I did not do that. Did not do any writing that day. And yesterday, which was Monday, the 19th, January 19th, was MLK Day. I actually had the day off from work, and I thought I was gonna spend it doing some writing. Didn't do any writing. Didn't do anything really, because I've been still feeling stuck. Been feeling kind of out of it mentally, and I just didn't really feel like doing anything yesterday, even though I wanted to be productive. Over the weekend, I sent out some more job applications, but I haven't done any writing in like probably a week now. I'm kind of stuck with the Black Lotus right now, just with trying to figure out some timing stuff. I think I mentioned that before. And then Prodigal Son, I just didn't feel the motivation to write any new chapters in that. I just don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Also, apologies for if you can hear my engine. I drive an old car and I'm waiting for it to heat up, and the camera is sitting on the dashboard, so you're probably hearing all the vibrations. But yeah, I'm just like in a rut right now. So I'm actually gonna go do something that always seems to help me clear my head, which I haven't done since November, which is play soccer. I used to play soccer every Friday at 12. I haven't really been doing that. I really don't have an explanation for why. Soccer, alongside writing and music and, you know, all that stuff, is a big part of my life. It's always been a big part of my life. I've played soccer since I was 7 years old. When I lost that, I mean, I never really lost it, but like I always thought that I was gonna go to college and play soccer. I never thought I was gonna go pro, but I always thought I was gonna, you know, maybe play Division 1, Division 2 soccer. That didn't happen. So, you know, my, you know, soccer career ended in high school. So that's what I kind of mean by like, I lost it. So I can only really play for fun now. Because I'm a super competitive person. I'm kind of just rambling. I don't even know what I was talking about. But yeah, I haven't been playing soccer, and I think that's partly because I've been maybe a little depressed, or like maybe I'm always depressed, but like I'm a little bit more depressed recently for reasons that have nothing to do with writing, so I don't think I'll be getting into that in this video. But yeah, I'm gonna see if this park near my house is open so that I can kick the ball around for a bit. Usually it's open during the week and pretty empty. Maybe I can get some ideas or some motivation on writing, or just help me clear my head and figure out what I'm supposed to be doing next. So yeah, let's go. So, good news. The field is open. So I've got like 5 minutes before this field closes. I'm pretty much done with my little mini workout training session, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna record this little bit. I'm walking around the pitch for a second, but I'm not sure if that helped clear my head, but I'm definitely tired. I haven't touched the ball in 2 months. My legs feel heavy and stuff, but you know, I'm definitely never gonna forget how to play soccer because it's just muscle memory at this point. But yeah, I can't say my head's clear. I mean, it's clear while I'm playing, of course, but you know, I can't write and play soccer at the same time. This lighting is terrible. That's all right. The sun's all in my eyes, but like, I just walk around in a circle. I don't even know what I was talking about. Field's closing soon. I'm gonna pack up, and then I gotta go to Target to pick up some stuff for the house. And then when I get home, I'm gonna shower, maybe eat something, and then I'm gonna try and write some chapters for Prodigal Son. I'm gonna force myself to write at least 500 words. And for this work in progress, that's about maybe a third of a chapter, which is shorter than usual. Okay, there's some kids coming onto the field now, so it's time for me to go. I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey, what's up guys? It is January 31st, the last day of the month, and I just wanted to end this video with a couple of updates, I guess, from the last time I filmed. I think the last clip was January 20th. I did work on some of Prodigal Son. I think I wrote chapter 5. I don't know if I finished it or not. I haven't really done too much writing since then. Still waiting for my beta reader feedback. They have about 8 more days to read it, so I may send out like just a little reminder message just in case anyone's like falling behind or needs a little bit of extra time. So hopefully once I get feedback from my betas, I can start building up my revision checklist, and then that'll be my next project, because I've been kind of just stuck wondering on what to work on. Should I work on the Black Lotus? Should I work on Prodigal Son? I can't touch Red Skies until I get all my feedback, because I want to, you know, have a really airtight revision list, at least for this part of the draft, before I send it to a developmental editor. And that's currently where I'm at with my projects. And also, today, I officially got my diploma from my university. I want to show it to you guys. It's going to expose my full name here, but who cares? Half of you guys know my real first name anyways, and it's not like it's a secret. My pen name is literally my initials. Yep. Bachelor of Arts, English Literature. It feels really surreal to hold this thing. Probably going to put it back in the little thing that it mailed in so I don't ruin it. Eventually gonna get that framed, put it up on the wall in my room somewhere. Still applying to jobs. I think I got a couple of rejections this week. It is what it is. Hopefully I can, you know, get an interview or something in the coming months. I got about 5 more months until, you know, gotta start paying those student loans back. So really hoping that I can get, you know, a job. If any of you guys have any like remote jobs that are hiring, or know anyone that needs a writer, drop it down in the comments. Also, sorry if I sound a little weird. I've been getting over a cold, and I went out to a bar yesterday and I like lost my voice. So yeah, that's why I sound like that. What else do I want to talk about? I just revamped my Instagram. You know, if you guys want to follow me on my writing Instagram, it's LDJ Writes, same as it is everywhere else. My username is the same on every platform, LDJ Writes. I posted a little intro post talking about me and Red Skies. The camera doesn't like focusing on stuff that's not me because of the way I have the settings. You guys can follow me on there. I'll be posting updates and like just more personal stuff, I guess. I posted like a January recap. Don't know if you guys can see that either, it's blurry, but talked about some of my reflections for my writing, some goals for next month. Did a recap on like the films and TV shows that I watched this month, some music as well, big music head. Be definitely talking about more of that stuff on the Instagram, I guess, because I definitely needed an outlet. Oh, one more thing for the Patreon, because I haven't posted anything for January really since Red Skies finished posting. I think the epilogue went out on New Year's Day, so it's been officially a month. I put up a poll, and you guys can still vote on it By the way, you don't have to be a paid member or anything to vote on the poll, but I put up a poll to see which project you guys wanted to see next on there, because I am posting like early versions of, you know, the books in the Eternal Keyverse. Red Skies was first, but I was at a bit of a crossroads on which one to post next. Either do I post Prodigal Son or do I post the Black Lotus? And so far, I think only 7 people voted, but so far, I think the Black Lotus won the poll. So that's going to be the next one. I've got about 12 chapters of it written. I think I mentioned that before. So I want to get at least 15 until I start posting it. So once I get 15, that's when you guys are going to get the first 3 chapters, including the prologue. I'm going to post them all at once. You're going to get the prologue, chapter 1, and chapter 2. And then, you know, I'll start my regular posting cadence where I post every Tuesday and Saturday. So that'll be the next project. I think that's all I got. Oh, one more thing, actually. Part of the reason why I also haven't done any writing is because since I've graduated, my school has kicked me off of my Microsoft Office subscription, which means I can't use Microsoft Word anymore without paying for it. And literally all my drafts are on Microsoft Word. I don't really like using Google Docs to write a big novel because I think in a single document, it gets tricky and I don't want to have to create a new document for each chapter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy Scrivener because it's only $50 and a lot of people use Scrivener, and actually it looks pretty cool. I downloaded the trial and that's going to be my new writing app. So I'm going to have to transfer everything from Word to Scrivener, and I actually don't even know if I'm going to be able to do that because since I'm locked out of Office, I can't copy and paste anything because the document is locked. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to figure that out first, but I'm probably going to be writing in Scrivener. I think that's all the updates. If you guys enjoyed this writing vlog, be sure to drop a like because it really helps the video. Leave a comment letting me know how your January went. How were your goals? Did you meet your goals? What do you have planned for February? Share this video with a friend who you think might enjoy it. I've been LDJ Writes, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.